Well, here we are, day 2 of this fantastic journey in our secret location. Yesterday went fantastically well, just as planned, although there were a few problems getting the cars out, as you can probably imagine when they're 3 high. Today, we've been here early. We're just shifting these 2 E-types around to try and make a little bit of space so we can actually get one out through here. And then the challenge that we've got, I don't know if you can see up there, Fred. Well, actually, tell you what, Fred, let me hold the camera. Let me give you that.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, we're just going to say, Fred, if you come in from the light,
yeah,
talk us through what challenges we've had. Now look at the back of Fred's overalls.
there is a reason I'm wearing these, which I'm sure you can figure out why.
And it's not the Goodwood Revival, is it?
No, it's not a fashion statement, I have to say. Yeah, been quite interesting getting these. Obviously, like I said, 3 high. We've got these 2 E-type tubs up front, which obviously they're going to have to come out once we've got the E-types down here. Just having a look to see how they've tied them, etc. on those. So yeah, just figuring out a plan with that.
Gaps are nice and tight.
Yeah, I was going to say this is quite an interesting one. How he's got it in here in the first place, we're all still wondering. But it's like a big game of Tetris, isn't it? Moving.
car Tetris.
Yeah.
But we're used to that at the auction, aren't we?
Absolutely. Yeah. We're used to a challenge. We like a challenge. So yeah, no, very interesting. Hopefully, as I say, all going smoothly. So I don't think there's been.
I've got to ask, what was your highlight yesterday?
I think the highlight yesterday. I think the AC, the first AC. That was. So we got the E-type out, first AC, and then getting the one right at the top. That was
which was right up here.
Which
so
you'll see as say how the roof's done. Quite interesting how the chaps had it up. I mean, it's bit of a feat of engineering,
there's
isn't
a mark on the bonnet, a small mark, where the leading edge of the bonnet was touching that bit of the roof there, and the top of the screen was in, I can point right in that the top piece of the roof, so it was really, really tight. We had to very carefully lower it down, and it was some challenge. So yeah, we're going to crack on.
All exciting, and yeah, we'll crack on and we'll catch you shortly.
So first car on day 2 to come back to base is this 1969 Jaguar E-Type. That's a manual car, it's an OTS, it's a convertible. Didn't have a bonnet, you will have seen in the video. We did find this bonnet in the shed and we've put it with it, we're going to sell it with it. It's not its original bonnet, but it does look a little bit better for having a bonnet on. Quite an original car, we've got a heritage certificate for it now. Obviously full restoration required, but certainly doable. We think that this car will be back on the road within a year or two, I'm sure, if someone enthusiastic buys it. Now the brightest of the E-types, the brightest coloured car, is this lovely primrose or pale primrose yellow E-type. It's a 69 car. Interestingly, it's on a T-reg, so it was re-registered in 1978. Not sure what happened there, but I have a heritage certificate with us on site, and it is showing it as an original pale primrose yellow car with a black leather interior that was manufactured in 1969. Now, I do hear from friends of our owner that this is a car that he used to use quite a lot and certainly enjoyed driving. So yes, it needs restoration, fairly straightforward. It appears to largely be there, obviously be a few gear knobs missing, a few little bits and pieces, but a very worthwhile project, and we're happy to get this out. Now it's on to the last car. So the barn is empty. This is the final car of the 8 cars that were in this small little garage. This is the final one to come out. It's the last AC. Everybody's worked tremendously hard. It's been a real adventure. We've enjoyed ourselves, although it has been certainly dusty work. Found a few little surprises. We're gonna leave you we're gonna cack on and just get this one loaded up and then have a little bit of a tidy up. But yeah, just say the last car out. Really, really pleased. The last car, oh my, what a challenge this was to get out. So it was right up in the rafters in the shed, the furthest point to reach. It's a bit of a challenge to get down, more so than the ACECA. But this is the BRISTOL, the ACE BRISTOL. Now, if you look under the bonnet, Dale, if you just have a little look in here, you've got the 2-litre BRISTOL engine. And this has really quite an interesting history. Not quite, a very interesting history. So records from the AC BRISTOL register show that this car was sold new by Ken Rudd, to a gentleman, subsequently sold again by Ken Rudd to a lady called Betty Haig. Now, Betty Haig was quite a well-known racing driver from the 40s, 50s and 60s, and she took this car to Europe and was hill climbing it, at the same time testing tyres for Pirelli. So a really, really great bit of history and provenance for this car. It was subsequently sold to someone in Switzerland, and then we've got a little bit of a blank era until it came to the UK at some point in the late or mid to late 1960s. I believe that this was used, if you can just look under here, possibly in the 70s, possibly in the 80s, in a 6-hour race. We're just looking into that, but great looking car, fantastic provenance, and the Bristol engine cars are oh so valuable when used, or they're eligible for a huge amount of motorsport applications. So I'm sure this car is going to be lovingly restored over quite a number of months, I'm sure, but it would be fantastic to see this and all the cars back on the road. Right, this is the final car going back now. Neil, big thanks to you and your team. Well, Naomi's been with you, she's been a stalwart the last few days, and all the guys coming down. You've been responsible for bringing all of these back to Norfolk.
Yeah, it's great to be part of. I love stuff like this. Yeah, I'll do it all day. Especially cars like this, fantastic.
Fantastic cars. What's really great to see is that you're doing a car extraction with a chainsaw. I mean, we've had to use everything. Is this the most difficult one you've ever done?
Yes, because without the other guys involved, teleporters and forklifts and diggers, there's no chance any of that was coming out. So yeah, it's a challenging situation to be in. It's messy, but they're all out and they're all in one piece, which is the main thing.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Pleasure. It's been a real interesting 2 days. Have a safe trip back, and we'll see you later on.
You will, yeah. Okay, thanks.
Back at base.
Cheers.
Thank you. Brilliant. Well, just at the close of the day, I'm here with Colin Dent. Now, Colin, you've been here supporting the vendor over the last few days, and you've been pretty invaluable with your help and support.
Well, you know, today and yesterday have been two of the best days I've had in years. To allow me to come along with you, Guy, and to watch how you operate and the team operates, I mean, it was fabulous. So I've learnt a lot, because you don't ever get to find things like this. Barn finds are just things you hear about. Somebody like you will be approached all the time. People don't approach me and say, look, can you help us like this? So to be able to call you in and have an expert team come down for 2 days and extract those vehicles, probably the most dangerous of extractions that I've ever seen.
I mean, certainly the hard hats were really
definitely necessary.
An essential bit of kit, without a doubt.
But my thanks to you and to the team at Anglia. I'm looking forward to turning up.
Yeah, you're coming up to the auction, aren't you?
I would not miss it. You know me, I'm a petrol head, so anything to do with automobiles, I will be there.
Brilliant. Well, look, we really appreciate your help. It's been a real pleasure to be with you the last couple of days.
Thank you.
And we're going to be heading back up to Norfolk, and we hope to see you
next month.
Yeah, next month. Yeah, which will be excellent. So thank you very much indeed.
And thanks for having me for the last 2 days. It's been really great. What a learning curve.
Yeah, well, I think we've all learned something. how not to take things down and how to take things down. But yeah, it's a great. There isn't a written rule book for this type of job. You have to just use your common sense and work with it. And we've had a fantastic team.
It's brilliant. A feat of engineering in there, I must say.
Yeah.
Those vehicles, bring them down from the height that they were at. Sensational.
Brilliant. Perfect time to stop as the van's just coming through. Anyhow, right. Great. I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks,
Take care.
Guy.
Bye-bye. Now, another person we really do owe a tremendous amount of thanks for is Sean from Chartered Transport. Now, this is a job 100%, I could say, without you and your team and your kit, this would never have happened. What have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, I have. I really have. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just really, it's once in a lifetime, isn't it? To
Yeah.
see cars like that have been there for that long, and to get them out, and now that, you know, they were put in there, and the struggle.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's been a real-
great team of guys working together. Everyone doing what they had to do, and the kit doing what it had to do, and it's all fell into place.
Yeah, I mean, you brought everything.
Everything's out.
Yeah.
There was 2 lorry loads of kit.
Yeah.
And we took some of it away yesterday
Some of
because
it.
we didn't need it.
But just the bits that you thought to bring
Yeah.
actually
Everything,
were essential.
Yeah. Everything went smoothly. I was well pleased with it. You know, sometimes you look at it and you just think, how? But
Yeah.
it just comes, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it just comes. And are you going to come up to the sale?
Oh, I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to see.
Yeah, we'd love to. We'd love to see you. We'd love to
yeah.
see you up there.
Yeah,
and you could see
I-
the end result
Yeah.
of
and
all your hard work.
yeah, and it would be nice to see someone, you know, go forward with them, wouldn't it? You know,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think-
because they're so rare, aren't they?
Well, they are rare, and I think we'd like to follow where they end up, and it's quite fun. You do over the years, cars that we've been involved with. You're like, I recognise that.
Yeah. I suppose you know the number plates and all that, and the
Yes,
stuff. Yeah.
certain number plates do stick in your head.
Yeah, and they're all nice cars, aren't they? You know.
Yeah, yeah, really, really, really
all
interesting.
got their own character.
So,
So yeah, it was really interesting.
but a big thanks to you.
No, it was great.
So
working with you.
without you, that wouldn't have happened.
Well, thanks
So-
for giving me the opportunity to do the job. It was good.
It's a pleasure, and I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's your thing, isn't it? We don't mind doing it.
Yeah. So I would recommend definitely Chartered Transport. Speak to Sean. If
Yeah.
you have a job that's really tricky and really difficult, you're the man.
Yeah, well, we'll get it out. We'll get it loaded,
Yep.
and then you know, on the way to its home.
Yeah. No, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very, very much indeed.
That's a pleasure.
Been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Take care.
Cheers.
Take care. Wow, what a journey and an experience that has been. So not only have we got 3 E-types from one barn, great to see those. To have one E-type project in the sale is interesting. To have 3 is tremendous. But we have 3 AC cars. Now, AC cars are rare. To have 3 is so exciting, so special. We've got the ACECA, we've got the AC Ace, and we've got the AC Bristol, the Ace Bristol. Very, very, very exciting cars. We hope that you've enjoyed watching our little video. It's big thanks to everybody that's been involved and has helped us. Dale behind the camera hasn't been seen on camera, but he's been beavering away at the office in King's Lynn, making sure all of this content comes together. We do have some other E-type parts that you've probably seen in some of the videos that will be offered for sale as well. They'll be listed very shortly. But it's very important, if you enjoy the videos, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We will then, or we won't, but YouTube will send you notifications when a video or a new bit of a news story comes out, and you can keep a track on what goes on. So hope you've enjoyed it. Take care, and thank you very much.